And now, ladies and gentlemen, the boarding house is proud to present that master of comedy. A warm welcome, please, for Steve Martin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Whoa.
Hey, this guy is good. I'm a rambling guy. Well, I'm rambling round. I'm a rambling guy. I ramble out to the different Times Square in a car, get a hotel. Oh yes, 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 oh yes. Oh no. A rambling guy. Hey, R-A-M-B-L-I-N apostrophe or rambling. Okay, everybody. Come on, sing with me. Rambling guy. What's the matter? You people uptight or something? Okay, ladies only. He's a rambling guy. Oh, okay, now the men. Rambling. Okay, this half of the room. Okay, now this half. Beautiful. There's 2 fifths of the room, now there's 3 fifths. Okay, 2 sevenths, 5 sevenths. Okay. In Chinese now. Mon girl, mon girl, mon girl. Well, I'm rambling.
To open the show, I always like to do one thing that is impossible. So right now, I'm going to suck this piano into my lungs. There. Okay, let's get started. We're having some fun, though, aren't we, kids? How many people are here tonight? Raise them up. Good. Okay, this is it. Still $4 to get in? $4? That's not bad, though. You know, $4 in today's world with inflation and all that. It's like nothing. It's like, gee, I got $4. I think I'll throw it out in the street. Oh, I can come in here for $4? Okay. What happens? See, this is not Las Vegas, you know. This is in Las Vegas. It's $15 to get in. You know, it's worth it because there's a million people on stage and everything's moving real fast and you can't understand a word they say, but it doesn't matter. And you just sit there, you go, "Wow, look at the tits." I'll bet there's 57 tits. But this is $4, you know. It's like, rent a car. Yeah. And the opening act in Vegas is always like a pop singer, you know. And they bring him out, and he's really good, but he moves so fast, he's got to, because he's got like 15 minutes, he's got to get it all in. They introduce him, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's proud to introduce Mr. Johnny Duke. Let's bring him out. Hey, thank you for it's great to be here. How many people want to say? Okay, beautiful. Hey, Mr. Tucson, Wisconsin. Hey, thank you for coming. I'd like to introduce the band. Biff, Tom, Jack, hey, Colonel Adelaide. We got nothing to hepatitis. Okay, thank you. It's been time in Las Vegas. I'd like to do a couple of gambling jokes for you. Hey, because I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Okay, it's Sammy Davis Jr., personal friend of mine. Okay, now I'd like to do a little dancing for you. Here we go. It's impossible to put a Cadillac in your nose. It's just impossible. Okay, now do a couple of gambling jokes for you. Okay, the hills relied with the sound of money. Thank you. Do I look all right? He'd bounce around like that. But anyway, as I was saying, we're basically into the intellectual scene up here, and that's why we're not into that kind of entertaining, huh? Hey. And it is an intellectual talent. I enjoy coming here. Like, for example, see, things are always happening to me up here that are just so above everything else. Like before the show, I was standing backstage and a couple came back and they asked me if I was bi. And, well, I studied a little Spanish in high school, but not enough to really be bi, you know, but I didn't want to look stupid, so I said, yeah, I'm bi. And they said, well, we would like you to come over after the show because we got some S&M people coming over. And I said, hey, great, Spaniards and Mexicans. So it'll be interesting to go there after the show, speak a little Spanish, and have the intellectual thing. This is what I'm into. So. I'm not sticking with the regular stuff tonight. You paid the money. You paid $4? $4.50? Believe me, sometimes, hey, it's a good investment. Sometimes I come out here, I do $4.75 show. I might do a $5 show, so yeah. If you pay $4.50, I don't do a $4.25 show. I keep going. I do a $4.50 show, and that's it, baby. So you may make a little bread off this tonight. I'm into bread. I love money. I love everything about money. I love to eat it. Eat money. You say you can't take it with you? I'm taking it with me. I'm into bread. I love bread. I bought some pretty good stuff. Got me a $300 pair of socks. I got a fur sink. Oh, let's see, electric dog polisher. That was a good one. Gasoline-powered turtleneck sweater. And of course, I bought some dumb stuff too, you know. Well, let's start. Okay, you paid the money. You're expecting to see a professional show, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go with professional show business. Hey! Let's go. Okay. I'm on drugs. I mean, you know what it is. It's the deal, man. I'll have to get small. It's a wild, wild drug. Very dangerous for kids, though, because they get really small. I knew I shouldn't get small when I'm driving, but I was driving around the other day. And a cop pulls me over. And he goes, hey, are you small? I said, no, I'm tall. He said, well, I'm going to have to measure you. I got a little test they gave you. It's a balloon. And if you can get inside of it, they know you're small. They can't put you in a regular cell either, because you walk right out. One night I got really small and got inside a vacuum cleaner, and the drug wore off. I retained the shape of a vacuum cleaner for about 2 weeks. It's wild to get small. You say to me, Steve, how did you get your start? Was it easy for you on the way up? No. I started off at the bottom. I was born a poor black child. And all day long around the house, they'd sing the blues. And then I heard my first Mantovani record. And I knew that this is where it's at for me. This is the kind of music I enjoy. These are my people. So I decided to become white. And I had my cock shortened. and I got a job as a television weatherman. With a slow change, no. I'm still black from the neck down and from my arms up. So. Okay, I don't like to gear my material to the audience, but I'd like to make an exception because I was told that there is a convention of plumbers in San Francisco this week, and I understand about 30 of them came down to the show tonight. So before I came out, I worked up a joke especially for the plumbers, and now those of you who aren't plumbers probably won't get this and won't think it's funny, but I think those of you who are plumbers will really enjoy this. And so if you're not a plumber, please just bear with me for a while and just kind of hold off on this, but I would like to do this for the plumbers. So here we go. This lawn supervisor was out on a sprinkler maintenance job, and he started working on a Finlay sprinkler head with a Langstrom 7-inch gangly wrench. Well, just then a little apprentice leaned over and said, you can't work on a Finlay sprinkler head with a Langstrom 7-inch wrench. Well, this infuriated the supervisor, so he went and got volume 14 of the Kinsley manual. And he reads to him and says, the Langstrom 7-inch wrench can be used with the Finlay sprocket. Just then, the little apprentice leaned over and says, it says sprocket, not socket. Were those plumbers supposed to be here this show, or was that... Okay. Well, I think we're having fun now, eh, folks? Sure, I'm pissed. But what difference does it make? We're having some fun here at the fabulous boarding house in San Francisco, California. We've got music, we've got laughter and wonderful time here at the boarding house. It's only $4 every 5 minutes here at the boarding house in San Francisco. It's such a hard chord. I don't know. Oh, sure, I could make the easy chord. I could do this one. I don't know, this has more meaning to me, I guess. Actually, to make the full chord, you have to play part of it with your nose for the bass. That enables you to make the reach down here with the little finger. But you know, I see people going to college for 14 years, studying to be doctors and lawyers. I see people getting up at 7:30 every morning, going to work at the drugstore to sell flare pins. But the most amazing thing to me is I get paid for doing this. Okay. I don't know what you heard about my show. You probably heard I was into the comedy thing, but kind of getting out of that now, getting more into the music, and this is what I dig. So I'm kind of getting into American Indian folk music. I'd like to do one of these tunes for you now because now I realize as a semi-professional comedian, I can't come out here and just sing a straight folk song and have people get into it the way I have. So what I've done is I've jazzed it up a little bit, given it that pop feel, so you might get into the rhythm of it. But basically, I have kept it very traditional, and I'd like to do this for you right now. So this might be your introduction to this form of music that I love so much. So here we go. Little girl. Yeah. Okay. By the way, I don't do any dirty material. I don't like to, I don't know if that's what you came to hear. I don't know. You're saying, oh, I wonder if he's going to be real dirty. Probably. Are any kids here tonight? Yeah. There's a little kid, yeah. Still a baby? Right, meet me up. No, I don't like to offend people. I don't do those fag jokes or anything like that because I don't like to offend people, and you never know who might be in the audience. So let's just. Well, how many fags do we have? Just a couple?
Okay, these two fruits are walking down the street, and
I've had a good time since I've been here in San Francisco. There's so much. It's an intellectual town. I'm certainly into that because today I went to the Turd Museum and that was fun. They've got some great shit there, and I guess some of that crap's worth a lot of money too. Well, we're going to be starting. I've been delaying here just a few minutes. I'm waiting for the drugs to take effect. So that will be a few minutes. No, that's a joke. I'm not into drugs. I don't mess around with that stuff. I used to. I'm going to have to be honest with you. I mean, in the old days, and everybody would get stoned, you know, and the whole audience would be stoned, and I'd walk out stoned, and I'd come out and go... and people would be watching me, you know, and they'd be going... Hey, those guys are pretty good. They come up to me after the show, you guys were great, man. Hey, you want to smoke some shit? Come on, smoke some shit, go ahead. No, I don't want any marijuana. Marijuana, this is shit. I am smoking my own shit. I was real naive in those days too, you know. People would come back after the show and they'd say, hey man, you want to snort? And I'd go, sure. Well, I wouldn't smoke marijuana in California now, man. You can get a ticket for that. Well, anyway, let's start. I mean, let's not waste any more time. Is this on? Can you hear me out there? Is this mic on? Are we having it going on? Okay. Not a happy sound, it was just... You just can't sing a depressing song when you're playing the banjo. You just can't go, oh, death and grief and sorrow and murder. When you're playing the banjo, everything's okay, you know. Just, hey, Steve, your house is burning down. I just thought the banjo was the one thing that could have saved Nixon, you know. He went on television right at the right time, went, hi, everything's great! I think it'd be great if he had been traveling around the country and got off the plane and said, I'd like to talk about politics, but first a little Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Then he'd go to foreign countries and he'd get off the plane and people would go, hey, do Foggy Mountain. I don't like to talk about Nixon. That's so old, first of all. That's kind of like making Ike jokes. You know? But second thing is I feel sorry for him, you know? I know I shouldn't because he did wrong and everything, but this image of him walking along the beach in San Clemente, you know, all by himself with big old shorts on, you know, and a metal detector, you know. Okay, let's get moving now, huh? Yeah, the banjo's so happy. I think people who are out of work, instead of giving them money, we should give them a banjo. And then go home and, did you get a job today, dear? Nope. Doesn't matter, though. Doesn't it seem like Carter should have a banjo? Oh, help.
And what do you think about unemployment?
All right, folks. Hey, do you have much crime here? Of course you do, right, San Francisco? Must be a lot of muggers and stuff. I worry because I walk home every night, you know, and somebody's gonna come in, hey, buddy, I have everything, you know. It doesn't bother me because I have figured out something. Muggers do not like to rob you if they think you're crazy. Because they're afraid they'll start having to explain, you know, it'll take up too much time and they'll be standing there going, okay, one more time. Take the money out, give it to me, I'll run off. And then you won't have the money, then you yell for help, okay? No. What? So all I have to do is look crazy, you know? So whenever I have like $10 and I want to walk down the street with it, first, I wet my pants. So I get a big stain. You know? Then I take a baby carriage and push it down the street and put garbage in it. You know? Now, if you don't want to get that involved, much simpler thing, the moment you are aware you're being robbed, throw up on your money.
We'll pass. We'll get you next time, though, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
I got a lot of neat things like that, like solutions to the population problem. That's simple. Death penalty for parking violation.
Well, not too many people smoking out here tonight. That's pretty good. Kind of bothers some people. If you're in a sleazy place like this and people start smoking, you know, it's like, it doesn't bother me in a nightclub because I'm used to it. If I'm in a restaurant though and I'm eating and someone says, "Hey, mind if I smoke?" Well, I say, "Oh no, do you mind if I fart?" It's one of my habits. Yeah, they got a special section for me on airplanes now. I quit once for a year, you know. But I gained a lot of weight. It's hard to quit. You know, after sex, I really have the urge to light one up, huh? See, I'm not a very tactful person. You ever start talking to someone and you forget what you're going to say and you're standing there going, gee, I was going to say something, I forgot what it was. And they always go, well, it must not have been very important, you wouldn't have forgot it. I would say, oh, I remember, I'm radioactive. Shake.
Okay, we're moving now, eh, folks? Yes, this is comedy.
All right. Well, I decided I'm taking up smoking. My doctor told me I wasn't getting enough tar. You know, the fun part of smoking is deciding what brand to smoke. Now, Virginia Slims, that's a woman's cigarette, right? What do they have, like little breasts on them or something? I'm depressed. Nah, it's just... I guess I'm kind of thinking about my old girlfriend, you know what I mean? We were together about 3 years, and sometimes when I get on stage, I kind of think about her because, you know, she'd travel with me, and then I'd be up here performing, and I could hear her laugh, you know. It kind of meant something to me, I guess. I guess I kind of miss her. And she's not living anymore, so You think that's funny or something? I guess I kind of blame myself for her death. We were at a party one night, and we weren't getting along, we were fighting, and she began to drink. And she ran out to the car, I followed her out, and I guess I didn't realize how much she'd been drinking. She asked me to drive her home, and I refused. We argued a little bit further. She asked me once again, would you please drive me home? I didn't want to, so I shot her. Bloody shotgun. Cut it right in half. I'm so mad at my mother. I don't know. She's 102 years old. She called me up the other day. She wanted to borrow $10 for some food. I said, hey, I work for a living. So I loan her the money. I have one of my secretaries take it down. And yesterday she calls me up and says she can't pay me back for a while. I said, what is this bullshit, man? So I worked it out whether I'm having her work on my transmission. And if she can't fix that, I'm having her move my barbells up to the attic. The whole thing. When you're with me, it's like being at Shakey's Pizza all the time. You know, it's just. Way down upon the Swan. Oh, excuse me. Now I ask you very confidentially. Way down upon the Swan. Okay. Can I have a little mood lighting on this, please? I'd like to do a thing now that's kind of a departure for me. It's kind of been more into these. It's mood lighting, like a blue spot or something like that. Hello? Nobody back there? That's okay. I thought there might be somebody back there. Okay, I guess I figured closing night, you know what the heck, doesn't make any fucking difference. Kind of pissed off about this because it's been going on all week, and I think by now I have it under control. But I don't know. Just you see, this club has been in business about 5 or 6 years. It was actually the Troubadour at first, and then it became the boarding house. And you know, they still have a lot of hippies working here, and you know, and I can understand the drug thing, and so. They feel that it's more important to take the drugs than to do a good show for the people. You know, I'm really up to here with this thing.
It's just a matter that, you know, I am on stage, and it's my house out here, you know what I mean? And I come out, and I'm giving, and I'm giving, and I'm giving, and I keep giving, and I give some more. And I make a simple request. I say, hey, could I possibly have a blue spot? But I guess the lighting crew feels they know a little bit more about show business than I do. Although I've been in the business a few years, and I think I know what works best. I'm sorry, but I am angry. I come out here, and I can't get a little cooperation from the backstage crew. Excuse me! I'm sorry, I'm pissed! I'm sorry. Thank you.
You know, folks, when I was a kid, I was very close to my grandmother. And she used to sing a song to me when I was just so high, and it's always meant something to me. And I'd like to do it for you right now because it does have meaning in today's world. Even all these years, you know, even during the hip drug days, you know, when everybody was supposed to be so cool and everything had double meanings. And this little simple tune would keep coming back to me, and I think it kind of guided me through those years. And I'd like to do this song for you right now. I think it might have a little meaning for you. So here we go.
Be courteous, kind, and forgiving. Be gentle and peaceful each day. Be warm and human and grateful, and have a good thing to say. Be thoughtful and trustful and childlike. Be witty and happy and wise. Be honest and love all your neighbors. Be obsequious, purple and clairvoyant. Be pompous, obese, and eat cactus. Be dull and boring and omnipresent. Criticize things you don't know about. Be oblong and have your knees removed. Be tasteless, rude, and offensive. Live in a swamp and be three-dimensional. Put a live chicken in your underwear. Get all excited and go to a yawning festival. Okay, everybody. Be courteous, kind, and forgiving. Be courteous, kind, and forgiving. Good. Be gentle and peaceful each day. Be gentle and peaceful each day. Be warm and human and grateful. Be warm and human and grateful. And have a good thing to say. And have a good thing to say. Be thoughtful and trustful and childlike. Everybody on this. Be thoughtful and trustful and childlike. Be witty and happy and wise. Be witty and happy and wise. Be honest and love all your neighbors. Be honest and love all your neighbors. Be obsequious, purple, and clairvoyant. Let them hear you outside. Be obsequious, purple, and clairvoyant. Be pompous, obese, and eat cactus. Everybody sing. Be pompous, obese, and eat cactus. Be dull and boring and omnipresent. Be dull and boring and omnipresent. Criticize things you don't know about. Criticize things you don't know about. Be oblong and have your knees removed. Be oblong and have your knees removed. Ladies only, be tasteless, rude, and offensive. Now the men, live in a swamp and be three-dimensional. Live in a swamp and be three-dimensional. Everybody, put a live chicken in your underwear. Put a live chicken in your underwear. Go into a closet and suck eggs. Go into a closet and suck eggs. You guys are gonna be on a record. Maybe someday, not mine, of course.
Well, anyway, oh, this is an interesting thing. I gave my cat a bath the other day. You know, I'd always heard you weren't supposed to give cats baths, but my cat came home, and he was really dirty, and I decided to give him a bath, and it was great. If you have a cat, don't worry about it. They love it. He sat there, he enjoyed it. It was fun for me, you know, and the fur would stick to my tongue, but other than that, you know, it was like great.
Can I have some more club soda, please? That's all it is, club soda. I'm not into the drug scene or the booze scene or the dope scene. I'm not into that. And I think people who are should be taken out and maimed. You know, a lot of people come to me and they say, Steve, how can you be so fucking funny? There's a secret to it. There's no big deal. I'll be honest with you. Before I come out, I put a slice of bologna in each one of my shoes. So when I'm on stage, I feel funny. People come to me, they say, Steve, Martin, is there some way I could be funny too? Well, here's a couple of jokes I like to pass on to the crowd, and these are jokes you can play on your friends if you enjoy the good practical joke. These are good ones. Next time you go out with your friends, before you go, you secretly put an atom bomb in your nose. And when you get there, you pretend like you're going to sneeze, you know. You give it the old, you set off the bomb. It's funny. There's another bit I like to do at parties. Next time you're invited to an elegant dinner party, you arrive late, so everyone's there, you walk in and throw all the food on the floor. I did this at the last party I went to, and
It's about 6 years ago. So, how many people ski? Oh, perfect. Here's a joke you can do on a ski lift if you like that kind of thing. You know how people engrave their names on their skis? So when they get stolen, they know who they got them from? They'll call you up and thank you. Ted Robinson, thank you very much. So, next time you get on a ski lift with a stranger, you look over and you get his name. And you wait till you get about halfway up, and you suddenly turn to him and pretend like you've known him all your life, and you call him by his name, and they just can't figure out who you are. You know, it's just so much fun. I did this last winter to a guy, and he thought I was nuts, really. His name was Rental. You've been great, really. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming by. Thank you, 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 I hate doing this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I guess I'll get rambling now, because I'm a rambling guy. Got a lot of important things to do. You kidding? A guy like me without important things to do? What time does TV go off? No, I can't be doing this seriously. I've got a show to do a little later, so I've got to get rambling, and you've been great, and you know, you've got to laugh once a day, and that's why I feel proud to be up here as a semi-professional comedian, providing laughs in this way. Laugh once a day, because a day without sunshine is like night. I guess I'll get going now, and I would like to remind you of something the great Maharishi Guru taught me over 15 years ago. Maharishi was a close personal friend of mine, and I studied with him for 15 long, boring years. I didn't really learn that much the day I was leaving. The Maharishi said something to me I've never forgotten. Whenever there's a crowd of people like this, I always like to pass it on, because I'll bet a day hasn't gone by that I haven't thought of this particular thing. The Maharishi said, always, wait, it was never, always take a litter bag in your car. It doesn't take up much room. If it gets full, you can just toss it out. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.